right, and we're back, and we've almost got this thing completely taken care of and uncovered.
Oh, watch your stream! Don't cross the streams! Movie reference. Yeah, so I put in one of my videos a movie reference to Die Hard, where the bad guy says, he says shoot the glass, but he says it in like German or Sweden. So I had to go look at that and actually see and rewind it like a dozen times, so it's so I could repeat it. So in one of my videos, I'm going to use it as a little joke.
That's cool.
Because he says something like "Scheist dem Fenster," and the guy looks at him like really strange, and he's like, "Shoot the glass."
Yeah, right.
All right, is that everything you needed cleared out here?
Yeah. Now I've got to start work on being it where I can get it so I can actually place the stuff where I need them.
I saw a little block of dirt right in the air here. There it is. Got it. All right. Well, I'm going to leave you to it.
You like it in here?
Yeah, it's a little cozy.
Yep, it's got a little bit of dirt over there, but, you know, at least you can get to everything.
It just reminds me of the episode where Kirk is killing those rock creatures. You know, we just got to live with these creatures.
Yeah, right. The little volcanic slime creature things.
Yeah, that Spock always had to save the day by mind meld.
Yeah, right. All right, I've got the large constructor building up some of the stuff that we're going to need.
All right. Well, yeah, you just got to transfer some of that stuff. All that Sathium's down in the other base.
Yeah, I've just got the ones down here in the base building it up, so at least the stuff that I'm going to need to start with. The rest of this stuff, actually, I can put up there.
I got to go look at the garden.
Yeah, it should have stuff growing in it now.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll harvest this. So what do you like to grow the most when you grow. I always try to do the canned vegetables.
Usually what I do is I get wheat and then these three, which are the durins, the pumpkins, and the tomatoes. Because with that and water, you can just make ratatouille, and it's got the same food quality as canned vegetables, and you don't need the iron.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look at that because I didn't know that. Oh, you must have this on the wrong faction too. Well, no. I couldn't access the fuel tank. I was gonna check it.
Yep, I forgot to change it. Alright, should be good now.
Oh yeah, we're plenty of fuel. Those two lights don't take up too much.
No, they don't. I mean, it's only got one of the small generators in here, but it's going to last, 199 hours so,
Yeah,
with what we've got in there, so...
Oh, and so when I was rewatching your video, I noticed when you were colorizing, and I want your opinion on why you do that. When you're colorizing, you color like in one color, and then you turn around and put another color or texture over it. Is that to change the look?
Like what specifically?
You know what well, so you were doing, this whole base is out of wood, and you were doing the ceiling, and a couple areas that you hit the ceiling with your wall texture.
I went ahead and
changed the color.
Yeah, I just went ahead and changed it back to the color I was going to make the ceiling.
Okay, so it didn't have anything to do with the way you were colorizing it.
Yeah, I was just preemptively, I miscolored one of the ceiling tiles. Let me go ahead and make it what I'm going to make it rather than just back to what it was.
Okay. All right, everything's in the processor if you want to make whatever you were thinking of making. Or I can make it. It doesn't make any difference.
Yeah,
so
just look at it and look at ratatouille.
Okay.
And it's the same food quality as the canned veggies.
Now, do you want me, before I use these up, do you want me to make more sprouts with any of these?
We don't need to, at least not right now, because we've got all that we need in there, and you don't ever have to replant them. So,
yeah. Well, I just meant if you were going to make another batch or another plot.
I've got enough over here that if I needed to make another batch, I could do it.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, the difference is you got to have bread. And that's the flour.
Yes, which is what you need the water for. But you can grow everything for ratatouille. You have to go mine metal for the veggies.
Yep. Gotcha. Yeah, and it's 150. Well, the perish time's a lot lower. Perish time's only 20.
True, the canned veggies last a lot longer, but if you put them in the fridge, it doesn't matter.
Right, right. I like to carry the canned stuff on me when I'm out and about. Like kind of like the best one to do is the raw meat, salami out of your raw meat.
Right.
It lasts 70.
Yeah, if I'm going out, I either take salami or the canned veggies that I've gotten off of the Xerax that I've killed in POIs. Because in my single player, I've got I'd say about 200 to 300 canned veggies that I just got off Xerax and never ate, because when I'm home, I eat ratatouille because it's in the fridge.
Yeah, so what's that say about aliens? They eat canned vegetables. So kids, eat your canned vegetables.
Right?
And then you can be an alien Xerath too. So your wheat is you just make into your flour and then
Just put it in there and click Ratatouille and it'll auto make everything.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I started this game before the advanced food processor came out. Well, not the advanced one, but before they had made it better.
Yeah.
Do that. So you had to pre-make everything and get it all prepared.
Yeah, my first run through was that way. And then when they added the large constructor and advanced constructor, they added the part where you could just click the thing and it automatically builds. And I'm like, that's so cool.
Yeah. Saved a lot of times because I go in there and it's like, okay, I need 5 electronics. I make 5 electronics. Oh, then I need this. And it takes 2 electronics to build it. And I build it. I was like, where'd my electronics go?
Yeah, I know.
All right. Well, we've got 3 ratatouille. I've got 2 pumpkins left and 1 tomato. I think I'll bring a meat over and make a canned meat.
Yeah, there should be some raw meat in the refrigerator, I think.
Oh yeah, there's. Oh, I guess there's only 2 left. You must have made something.
Yeah, I've been making food to eat.
Because I think I brought back, I don't know, 10 or 12 raw meat.
Yeah, I brought back about that same amount. Now there is some cooked meat that I took up to the fridge up in the up there at the thing up there.
Okay. Yeah, I think they almost need to combine the food processor with the refrigerator. So it's like 1 unit instead of 2 separate units.
Yeah. Maybe they'll add a thing like that later at a higher tier.
Yeah, no, see that would be innovative. That way you can kind of combine them. Same way with the generator and the tanks, you know, combine them into one as like a tier 3.
Yeah, have it like the size of the tier 2 large generator, but have it produce less power, but be able to hold the fuel in it as well, or something like that.
Yeah. I don't recall getting a drone attack last night.
We didn't. I
wonder
don't
if
think
they
it
ran
happened.
out of drones.
Either it doesn't happen every night, or they ran out of drones before they did the update that made them infinite waves.
Yeah, that's possible.
But I only remember getting 3 drone attacks, a single, a double, and then another double. Usually on Omicron, it does 5, a single, 2 doubles, and 2 triples, and then stops. Like before they did the update.
Right.
But then again, we may also have theoretically had to restart the server, like reset the server before it would do that. You know, like starting a new game. So,
Right.
you know, I don't know if that was required or not for that. All right, now I've got the basic stuff I need to start the design of the ship.
Now, are you blueprinting it, or are you building from scratch?
I'm building from scratch, although I have the design in my head and I've practiced it a couple of times. So
Nice.
I just wanted to get the constructing of it here on film so people can see what I'm doing to construct it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think they'd really appreciate that.
And this way, when you come, you can take a look at it as I'm building it, and you can be like, oh, that's a neat, you know, what you're doing there. And if you wanted, you could just hang out up in the observation lounge and watch.
Did you put a plasma TV up there yet?
No, not yet. There's actually some control panels up there, which are meant for basically launch control.
Yep. Yeah, you got to make it authentic on top of it. You don't need to do it, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's not like there's going to be anyone in there when we actually launch.
I would hope not.
All right, I'm taking down the supports because I've got the ship where it can stand on its own now. And I know from experience, if I don't go ahead and take it down, that it will, when I'm building the thing, it'll knock the ship off kilter and throw it into the air and makes it all wonky building it. So So what you up to right now, Cap?
I just went and got a bunch of methium, and I'm going to get some more magnesium, and I'm going to stop off and get some iron, just so you have plenty of mats to build with.
Sounds good.
What I'm doing is rather boring compared to what you're doing, but essential.
Yeah, but it's getting kind of dark, so it's hard to actually see what I'm doing. I mean, I can see just fine, but I'm sure the people watching are just like, it's too dark.
Yeah, that's the one thing I've noticed. That it's a little more difficult filming in the dark, and it just seems like every time I go to do an assault, it's always at night.
Yeah, I know. I've noticed the same thing.
Okay, I hear a creature. I saw a spider way off in the distance, but I hear something closer, and I just can't spot it. I hate to jump down in my hole to start digging and have something jump on top of me. Always makes me cry like a little girl.
Yeah, I've had that happen on Akua. I was down there and I got ambushed by a night raptor, and it just mauled me before I had a chance to react. That's what I could- I'm trying to find ways to better light up this thing so I can see what I'm doing on top of the ship. Because you saw I have the lights around the area, but I don't have any good light on top.
Yeah, I saw that. Can you use the work lights for it?
What's that?
Are you going to use the work lights for it?
Unfortunately, you can't put work lights on the platform. You have to put it on the ground, so I'm just adding another light on the tower.
Oh, I gotcha. You could probably put, I mean, the way we dug that out, you could probably put work lights around the side.
Maybe, yeah. I could try that.
You know, you'd have to get them turned just right to where it would shine into the pit.
Yeah, I put a light on the tower, and it's bright enough that I can see a lot better up here.
Yeah, I know you can turn up the intensity and the radius on a base light, but you can't really do that with a work light, can you?
No. Unfortunately not.
Well, I just looked at our stats, and I'm proud of myself. I've had more kills than deaths. That's always good.
Yeah.
So you mentioned night raptors earlier. So are night raptors the same as the day raptors, just at night they become aggressive? Or are they a totally different raptor?
Their skin is gray rather than the brown of the regular raptors, but they're aggressive at night. But other than that, they're the same, and they don't go in packs. So, it's if you see one, you can take it out, but usually they spawn behind the player.
Oh, of course they do. So yeah, I just have to bring up my idea because I thought I had just a very unique idea, and you'd already you'd already informed me that yeah, that can't happen. So my idea was to get on the Titan on Akua and actually make it from a base to a CV and fly it out and repair it all up, and just one section of it or maybe a couple sections. But now you had said that earlier editions of the game you could do that.
In earlier editions of the game, there was a completely intact MS Titan on Omicron that you could repair and fly into space. But they moved it into the 3 sections on Akua instead, and those are bases rather than capital vessels, so you can't actually fly them in space. Even though for some reason they have thrusters and the like, as if they were CVs, they're still bases.
Yeah, because I do know that if you're on Akua and you're surviving there, if you come across the Titan backend, there are several thrusters, 2 of them above ground and these are the giant ones, 2 of them below ground that each have, I think it's either 7 to 10 advanced CPUs, which is enough to make T2 drills and the like without having to go mine Sathium and...
Yeah.
Which, I still haven't found the directional thrusters. I found a couple of them, but I'm in the process of digging out in one of my other games the Titan out of the ground just to see what I'm missing underneath, see if there's any more container boxes or anything like that that's got stuff.
Yeah, each of the 3 sections has buried containers, so...
Yeah, and I found a couple of them, but some of the spots, like where the big thrusters are, man, it goes down deep before you hit that second thruster. Because each wing pod of that is has two. It had originally, I'm gonna assume, 4 giant thrusters on it, but there's 2 on each side. Which, if there's 7 apiece, you know, that's 7 times 4. That's 28 advanced CPUs. You can build a lot of stuff with that.
Oh yeah. That's where my main CPU resources came from when I was playing through. I think it was the second time after I had to restart because of the update.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I started a game, and I didn't even know anything about the update 3.0, or, 3.0 coming out. And it was like 2 days later, I was like, well, I'll just scrap that.
Yeah, when I started, it was the last pre-alpha before they went to Alpha 1. And when they switched from pre-alpha to Alpha 1, it was such a major update that you couldn't load your save game. So I had to replace my entire save game.
Yeah, that's the price we pay for playing, you know, pre-release. And I don't mind that at all. Sometimes you just want to start over and go, yeah, I could do that better.
Yeah.
It's funny, one of my better viewed videos is the one where I go to the abandoned base and I pick up an epic weapon. Well, at the time, I just assumed that each crate had the same stuff in it every time, so I labeled them both as a epic. One is an epic shotgun, one is an epic pistol.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was watching Shay, Space Girl, and she pulled out the epic minigun. And I was like, oh, I want that.
Yeah. On my single player, I've got one of each of the epic weapons.
Oh, see, I got the shotgun, I've got the assault rifle, I've got the pistol. One of them I have the ion cannon, I think is what it's called.
You've got a plasma cannon, you've got the shotgun, the sniper, the pistol, and the assault rifle.
Yeah, so I've got the plasma cannon. And that's nice. That one's really nice. Does a lot of damage, though.
Perfect.
right, so I am going to take a quick break here and let my video adjust, and I'll be back.
All right.